Hey everyone, welcome to the Decorative Den, a look inside my craft room where I share all things crafting, planning, and cross stitch. My name is Charity and I am so happy to have you here with me today for what I am calling a vintage and secondhand pattern parade. So basically, this is my bin that is filled with secondhand cross stitch patterns and kits that I've collected through thrifting, eBay purchases. Some are hand-me-downs, a few different means that I acquired these through. But basically, I want to go through this bin and pull out some projects to keep on my radar for 2025, since I am trying to stitch my stash this year, and I have some more modern patterns and some PDF patterns in the rotation, but I really would like to incorporate some more of these vintage and secondhand patterns that I've been collecting. So if you would like to go through this bin with me and see what all I have in here, then just keep watching. All right, so before jumping in, I'm just gonna say that I will include the names of everything I show today in my description box. Now, a lot of these are vintage patterns. If I can link things, I will, but certainly I will at least put the names so you can search eBay or, keep an eye out for things that you might see today that you like. But I had a few kits at the top of that bin. So we're going to start with kits and then we'll dive into patterns after. But the first set I have is actually a set of 4 kits. They all have the same cover on them. Let me get one that doesn't have so much glare. Hopefully that one's easy to see. This is a set of 4 ornaments from the Creative Circle, which I believe the Creative Circle was like a Pampered Chef or a Tupperware or Mary Kay type situation where you would host parties at your house. However, everything was like craft themed. So it was like hosting a craft party at your house and people could come and buy the kits, and some of them are cross stitch kits. That's what I think the Creative Circle is. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments if you know, but that was my impression of where these kits came from. And so I saw these kits on eBay, these little ornament kits, and thought they were so adorable. I love the pinks and reds and yellows. They're just such great colors. And so I went through eBay and tracked down sellers to find who had different combinations of kits, and I found all 4 of them. And these are from 1981, and they are numbers 2164, which is Santa, 2165, Candle Glow, 2167, Golden Bell, and 2166 is Festive Partridge. And so I definitely think I'm going to keep these out. I really want a fun, just like December, Christmas time stitch that isn't a gift. It's just something I can take my time with and do just for me and to enjoy the season. And so I think I am going to set these aside because these will be the perfect project for me in December. So that was my first set of 4 kits. And then, I should actually show you what's in the kit, shouldn't I? But yeah, so aside from the pattern, it does provide you with fabric. This is quite a small, it is Aida, and there is a needle in it, but it looks like quite a small count. Is it 18? Does it say? 22. Okay, so it has 22 count hardinger cloth is what it says. But it has that, the floss, and then it has the gold ornament and backing, and each kit comes with the little gold ornament for finishing. The next pattern I have is also from the Creative Circle. This is number 2400, and it is this one, Warm Welcome. And hopefully, again, you can see it through the package. But Warm Welcome is this like the scene of a door to a brick house, and it's got this adorable little Christmas tree inside and a wreath on the door. And I'm trying to see if this one has a date on it. 1983. And this scene's, it's meant to be finished in an 8x10 frame, and the kit includes 14 count Aida, floss, a needle, and then obviously your pattern. 14 count. And I think this is another just super sweet Christmas time December project. And I don't think I'm going to pull it for this year, but this is one that I definitely do want to stitch, and maybe would start if I had time, but I think I'm going to focus on that ornament set this December. Next up, I have this Bucilla counted cross stitch kit. This is called Copper Coffee Pot. This is another one that I got off eBay, and I believe there's a set. I think there's the coffee pot, which I have, and then there's also a copper tea kettle, which I'm definitely interested in, but I told myself I need to stitch one of them before I could buy the other one. I'm trying to see if there is a year on this one. I don't see, but essentially you get the pattern, your floss, a needle, and it looks like 14 count. It doesn't say, but it looks like 14 count fabric. And then again, it is sized for an 8x10 frame. I think this is a super sweet one. I would love stitching this in the fall because of all those warm tones in the coffee pot. But I think it's so pretty. It could really be displayed any time of year. Again, this is another one I think I'm going to put aside for now. We'll see. I'm not sure if it'll make the rotation, but it is definitely a cute one and I really like it. Okay, and then I have two more kits before we jump into patterns, and it's these two. These are more Creative Circle. Can you tell I really love the Creative Circle kits? I think they're just wonderful. It just tells me if there were parties around today, I would probably buy everything they offer. So I have both of these. This is again another eBay purchase where I tracked down both patterns. So it's 1642 and 1643, and they are called Acorns and Thistles. And I thought these were just such beautiful companion pieces. I really want to stitch these and have them on my mantle in the fall. They just scream fall foliage to me. They're so beautiful with all the warm orange and brown tones. Like all the other Creative Circle kits, it comes with floss and fabric. Let's see, which one is this one? This one's Thistles. Yeah, that's pretty with all the browns. And then Acorn has pretty much the exact same colors. That's so nice. These are from 1985, and it is a 14 count Aida cloth, and they're meant to be finished in 5x7 frames. Again, I really love that these Creative Circle projects were designed to fit in standard size frames. That is just so important to me. But yeah, these are a definite stitch for me this year. I am going to set these over in my pile with the ornaments and hopefully work on these in the summer so I can display them in fall. But even if I just saved them till fall and made it a seasonal stitch, I think I will really enjoy stitching those. All right, so now we're jumping in to my patterns, and some of these ones on the top, they're at the top because I've shown them on my channel before. But the first is this one, Peanuts All Year Long. This is by Leisure Arts, and I'm pretty sure this was a 1990s release. Let me see if I can find a date. 1998 is the year on this one. And so, like I said, this was an eBay purchase for me. I absolutely love Peanuts. I'm obsessed with all of these patterns. It's called All Year Long because they have a pattern for like each season and holiday. So up here you can see they have Halloween, 4th of July. Here's a pretty spring pattern, a little Christmas tree. Inside we have St. Patrick's Day. This little Woodstock turkey is the one pattern I have stitched. And if you go back to my most previous Flosstube, I talk about it a little more, but that was a fun stitch. I struggled with it a little bit, but it came out super cute. There's the Christmas one again. They even have birthday, Easter, like fall, raking leaves. And then on the back here, we already saw Easter. So let's see, the snowman for winter, summer surfing Snoopy, and this adorable little Valentine's Day one, kissing Lucy. Too cute. But yeah, I actually do have on my plans this year on my list to work on this Snoopy with the jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. I have a really cool spiderweb fabric that I want to put it on, and so I will leave this one out because I know that's something I will be stitching. All right, continuing with this Halloween theme. The next set of patterns are actually 4 patterns that I got as a lot on eBay. And the main reason I purchased this lot was because I wanted this Halloween silhouettes pattern booklet, and it was just like, it's such a great price. When it was bundled with the other ones, I couldn't pass it up. So Halloween silhouettes, this is another one that I've shown on my channel before, and I am currently stitching these. So this is one that I will leave out because it is an active whip for me. I'm trying to find a year without showing all the patterns. Okay, let me see. This is from 1981. There's Bat with the Moon, Witch on a Broom, Cats, Cauldron. There's another black cat, jack-o'-lanterns, trick-or-treat pails. Trying to see. No, the back doesn't show anything. But these are super cute, and they're super small, quick stitches, and so I've really been enjoying them. And I plan to stitch all of mine into tiny little circles, and then I will create a banner or a garland out of them to hang on my mantle at Halloween. So that was the first one in that lot. The next one in that same lot is Quick and Spooky by Leisure Arts, and this is from 1992. It's just a single like front back, and it has 4 patterns. Let me see. It's 5. I had to pull it off camera for a minute because I don't want to show the patterns on camera, but this is super cute. It's got this little ghost, which I think he's supposed to be looking in the jack-o'-lantern. To me, it kind of looks like he's like getting sick into the jack-o'-lantern. I don't think that was their intention, but that's kind of what I see there. But then there's some ghosts with the word boo. These are a little border on this bread towel of dancing ghosts with music notes that are super cute. There's a witch on a broom in front of the moon, and here's like a cat in, I don't know if the cat's in a sack or something with a little spider. So that's pretty cute. Something I probably wouldn't have bought on its own, but I do appreciate that it was part of the lot. I'm not going to pull that out for this year. This was also in that lot, and this is by Stoney Creek. This is leaflet 459, Haunted Welcome. And this one I believe is a newer one. Okay, yep, 2019. All right, so this is from 2019, relatively new compared to some of the other things I'm showing on here. But this is really creepy. I kind of love this. Welcome, enter if you dare, it says. Rest in pieces. And you have like the Grim Reaper in front of a tombstone. Their red eyes are super spooky. Are they buttons? Okay, very cool. I just took a peek at the pattern, and so the eyes in the skull and on the Grim Reaper are actually buttons, as well as this little flat spider was an additional item you could get. So obviously I don't have those buttons, but this is something I would want to stitch in the future. Not this year necessarily. It's not a top priority, but it is something I am interested in. And then the last pattern in that lot, I'm not really sure how to show you because it is just a pattern. It is from the Sweetheart Tree, 1992, and it is called Fright Night. And I'm just going to flash it real quick. So it's like a tree with a tombstone and a black cat, and it looks like a very cute small little stitch. It does seem like there's some Mill Hill beads on it. I'll do some research online. If I can find this Sweetheart Tree Fright Night, like a stitched version of it or something that's not just the pattern, I will include a picture on the screen, but I don't know if that's possible. All right, so that was everything in that eBay lot, and I can see the next stack of patterns in here are all ones that I got from a Whatnot show. Whatnot is amazing. Whatnot is like live auctioning, so it's like a mix of a live chat and eBay, and it's really good if you like quilting and sewing. There's lots of great fabric shows, and every once in a while there's needlepoint shows where people are selling cross-stitch things. And so I did get a few different patterns from a Whatnot show that was cross-stitch and needlework focus. So the first one is this, which is, I believe, an issue of a magazine, and this is Cross Quick Easy Projects for Cross-Stitch Lovers, and this is from February, March 1990. So a nice vintage one again, and In the show I was in, she had a few different cross quick issues, but this one I loved because of this. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it's like the pattern is this goose in front of these, I think they're supposed to be different quilt blocks and quilt styled patterns with different animals in front of them. So there's like a chicken with some quilt blocks, and then they have this goose with these triangles, and I thought that was just too cute. So I did pick up this one. I don't know if I really can flip through it without showing a bunch of patterns, but I will say it's super cool to look through these older cross stitch magazines and see, I'm going to hold this, but like, here's a really cute Santa small, like, I just love it on the pillow. Santa with his reindeer. This one's called Deck the Halls. Here's some cute heart finishes, like florals and letters. Hearts aplenty. Okay, there's no charts on this page. Here's again that goose that I loved. Super cute. Anyway, so this was a fun find, and it's just been kind of fun to flip through. I don't think I'm gonna stitch anything from it this year, but it's fun to revisit things like that. The next one I got from that same Whatnot show is this. It's called Little Dancers, and it's from Off the Wall Designs. And I can't open it or flip it over because really this is the only thing that isn't a chart in this booklet. But this one's really cool. It's from 1981. And essentially all the stitches are just little smalls of these dancer characters, these little girls. And I got it just because it made me think of my daughter, and she loves to dance. We're starting dance lessons. And so I know that I will enjoy stitching some of these little dancers for her, like as a Christmas ornament, or maybe I'll stitch them together in a row and frame them for her room. But it's essentially all the patterns are these little girls and their various dance moves and stretches, and it's very sweet. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one looks like the patterns are hand drawn, which is also, I love that about the patterns from the 80s and 70s, that some of them are very clearly hand drawn, and these ones definitely were. I also got this one. This is 5 Seasons of Quilts by Leisure Arts, and this one's definitely not vintage. I'm pretty sure it's still in print, and you can even get it at like Michael's. Trying to find a year. Okay, 2013 is the year on this one. And so, like I said, it's definitely still in print, and you can get it. I've seen it on Michael's and online. But I got it from that Whatnot show, and the one that sold me is this winter line. So it's all just quilt lines for the various seasons. There's 5 of them total. I love the winter one on these, between these 2 snowy trees. There's this fall one with pumpkins, a summer row where it's like at the beach and there's sand and stuff below it. The spring one has like, are those called maypoles? I can't remember. But has beautiful like tulips and flowers below it. And then Christmas, it's on 2 different light posts, and there's like presents and holly and stuff. So those are super sweet. I am very tempted to keep it out for this one. This is going to go in a maybe pile. I think what we're finding is I'm going to pull way too many things and definitely not have time to stitch them all, but that's okay. Having options is not a problem. All right, and then the last thing I got from that Whatnot show is this chart. This is Color Charts, and this is Butterfly Gallery by Patricia Halls. All right, I can't find a year on this one, but I would guess sometime in the 2000s on this one, and it is just all these different butterflies, and so it's so cute. And I thought like the butterflies would be so pretty stitched all together, or it's a great thing to have a bunch of smalls. I can't really open it because the whole thing is charts, but that is super cute. One that I'm not gonna stitch this year, but I will keep in mind for future years. Okay, so moving back to some more eBay purchases, I have this one, Peanut Pals Nutty Ladies, and this is cross stitch by Ann Evans, and I'm pretty sure this has to be like one of the oldest patterns I have. It is from the 70s. 1978, and I got this because I thought it was just like the cutest concept ever. It's so just funny and kind of dorky, and I love it. But essentially, it's just a bunch of peanuts doing different things. So the gardening nut is just a peanut gardening, and then she has designed ones doing all different things. So there's plant nut, a nut with some plants, bridge nut, cooking nut, tennis nut, jogging nut, cleaning nut, golf nut, gardening nut, reading nut, bowling nut, antique nut, and needle nut, this nut is stitching in a rocking chair. So these are all super small, quick stitches, and I am definitely leaving this out because I know I want to stitch a couple of these this year. Like, I definitely want to do the needle nut and the garden nut, and then I just feel like these would also make fun, cute little gifts for people. So that is Peanut Pals by Ann Evans. This next one I've shown on my channel before, I think. And this is another eBay purchase. And this is Gnomes, Designs and Counted Cross Stitch. This is by Paragon Needlecraft. And this is, also from 1979. Okay, so both Peanut Pals and the Gnomes book here are my patterns from the 70s. And I just love this one so much. There's the gnome front and back. This little guy, Gnome Sweet Gnome. To know me is to love me. And there's no place like gnome. And there's like the little gnome smoking and his gnome wife. So it's those 4 patterns. And this is one I think I might leave out too. I really want to stitch this little guy for springtime. So yeah, that's a keep out for me. Okay, so the next thing in the box are actually a few hand-me-downs from my mom. So let me grab those. All right. I've had a lot of women in my family who have cross-stitched, and my mom definitely did it when I was young. And she, when they moved, cleaned out a lot of her craft supplies and gave me some of her cross-stitch patterns. So we'll just flip through what I have here. The first is this. It definitely was part of a kit, and I like vaguely remember this kit. So I don't know if it was my kit or it was my mom's kit, and I just remember seeing it. But this is this little Santa sleigh, Elsa Williams Creative Cross Stitch, and it says this kit contains, and it has the chart, the floss, and everything. Obviously, all I have now is this little pattern. I'm trying to see if there's a year on it. No, this 100% was my mom's kit, because the little sleigh pattern I'm looking at it's all hand drawn in the pattern. So it's definitely older, maybe early 80s, but that's a very cute little stitch. Definitely worth hanging on to, because that would make an adorable little ornament for someone at some point. Next up, I have from Leisure Arts, 25 breadcloths for the holidays. This is by Deborah Lambin. And this is so cute. This is from 2009, and I actually got some breadcloths at that same Whatnot show that I bought all those patterns I just showed you from. And so I got those breadcloths specifically because I knew I had this and one other breadcloth booklet from my mom, and I really want to stitch some of these. There are ones that I love that are Halloween, like the haunted house. There's little ghosts and trick or treat. There's a jack-o'-lantern, but there's also some sweet ones like this little turkey for Thanksgiving. There's a Santa, it says welcome Santa, some gingerbread and candy canes. Like, there's ones for all the seasons. Super cute. I definitely want to stitch some of these. And because I have those breadcloths, I think I am going to keep this out. Does this have a year on it? Did I tell you the year? 2009. If I didn't say, it's from 2009. So, and I got that one from my mom. Going to keep that out. This is another bread covers one from my mom, and it's called Bread Covers Charted Designs by Harriet 2, Leaflet 21. And this one has lots of words, less pictures. There's one with wreaths that say Merry Christmas. Here's like a little heart design, one that says just bread. And this one is from 1983. So super cute. I would say of these, I really like the just bread and Merry Christmas. I probably will set this aside, but my guess is if I do any of the bread cover ones this year, it'll be from that holiday booklet. Okay, also for my mom is this Seasonal Stitches American School of Needlework. And this has a ton of different projects. This is booklet S9. This one is from 1981. 1981. So American School of Needlework, Seasonal Stitches, and really they have so many things covered. They have stockings for Christmas. There's these beautiful like spring bouquets, summer veggies, a little Christmas tree stitch, and then this doll and this house are both stitched patterns in here. They have these cute little herb bags. It says mint, thyme, coriander, and rosemary. What else is in here? So much stuff. There's like clean the dishes signs, these cute little pansy rows. Oh gosh, beautiful anniversary. This little house is something you can stitch, like things to cover your glasses. There's a Halloween stitch, things for cards. Like this booklet is packed full. I can definitely see why my mom purchased this because it definitely comes with a lot of patterns. I think the coolest ones are some of these 3D ones you can do. I'm just going to open this up for a second to see. Okay, so this one's a tissue box cover. And this one is it a tea kettle cover? Let me see. Yeah, it's a tea cozy. Sorry, this big one's a tea cozy, though. That is really cool. I am not going to do anything from this year probably, so I'll set that aside. But that's a keep for me. That's just got so many good things. And I eventually would love to start tackling 3D projects like that. So to have something like that is really cool. And then the last one I have for my mom is this. This is Sweet Nothings for Christmas, 9 cross-stitch designs by Judy Whitman. And this is another leisure arts booklet. I'm pretty sure this is a 2000s booklet. Let me see. Yes, 2011 is the year on this one. And so all of the models are up in the front. So they have this little house and it says deck the halls, and this looks like it has some decorative buttons you use. Cute little tree that says joy. How sweet would these two be as little pillows? This one I really love. Welcome, Merry Christmas to all. They have as a little ornament or like door hanger. These wreaths. These are all so beautiful. This one's super cute. The Christmas trees and reindeer. A pillow that says Noel. And then these 3 smalls. These are on the cover. These 3 smalls. The Christmas tree, the wreath, and the house. So this is super cute. I'm going to leave it out for right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm going to leave it out for right now. Okay, now the next gigantic stack I have here are all patterns that I found while thrifting at Goodwill. And it was like one trip where I found 2 giant stacks of patterns. And I think it came to like 29 patterns for $9. It was insane. It was so amazing. And so I gave a good chunk of them to my sister. So I don't have all of the patterns here, but I am going to go through what I did keep. And I'm going to try to do these fast because I imagine this video is getting kind of long at this point. So first is this one, Kitchen Harvest. This is Patty Ann Creations, leaflet 102. And it is just these adorable kitchen stitches. You know, they're all different fruits and veggies. And the year on it is, okay, no year, but they are all hand-drawn charts, which is really awesome. So those are super cute. The next is Merry Christmas from Barbara and Cheryl, book number 2 for $3. And it has a ton of different smalls for ornaments. And then it looks like it also has some larger ones like these Merry Christmas letters, Joy, Noel. Actually, I wonder if it just has a full chart of letters. Like, I bet it has a full alphabet. It does. Yep, a full alphabet that you can write out different things for. So that is super cute. This is like a huge booklet packed with stuff. And the year on this is 1979, and it has all hand-drawn patterns, which is really cool. I am going to probably set this aside and go through it in a little more detail for myself to see if there's anything I want to stitch as an ornament gift for people. Next is another Christmas one. This is Christmas in Point, book number 54 by Cappy Originals Limited. Okay. I've not heard of that. But it is a bunch of quick stitches to do as ornaments, or they have them here as pillows. This unicorn is so funny. I love it. So that's pretty cute. And then on the back here, they do have patterns for the 12 days of Christmas as well. This one is called Feelings by Pat Waters, Country Crafts, book leaflet number 48, and it just has a lot of sweet sayings like have a very nice day, friends warm our hearts, home sweet home, things like that. And the year on this is, let's see, these are more hand-drawn charts, so it's got to be 70s, I would think. Yep, 1979 is the year on this one as well. Next is a cupboard Walmart sticker on top of it. But I kept it because I loved all the smalls. Like there's strawberries and pears and watermelons, carrots, like such cute little food smalls that I thought would be cute to do something with. Like I love the apple for fall. And on the back here, they have some of the larger patterns. This is another like pretty thick booklet. And so it clearly has those smalls and then some big things. Very cute stuff. And these are also hand-drawn charts. Again, I'm guessing 79. Yep. These are also 79. And this is book 9. Does it say who it's by? No. But that's pretty cute. This one is Schoolhouse of Counted Cross Stitch, and this is definitely a series. This is book 7, and I also have book 9, which I'll show you in a minute. And these ones are so funny. Like, I think were patterns to teach you how to do cross stitch, but they're just like so random. This one has like a person in a bath, a sewing machine, an apple, a house, some orchids, a car, wine. On the back here, some daffodils, like a circus van, a turtle. I'm pretty sure I kept this one because I love this little turtle. And again, these are all hand-drawn charts, and the year on this one is 1981. Book 9 from that same series has a nice little sampler alphabet, some pansies, a gumball machine, musical instruments. There's like kitchen stitches, this very wonky little snail. This is why I kept this one. I loved this wonky snail, the cute little ladybugs, and this frog so much. They're so cute. I kind of want to stitch that frog. It looks like it would be super quick. On the back, there's a cat, a bird in a nest, which is also cute. Skunk, this person with an umbrella, a bread box, a toilet, and some flowers. So again, these books are so random. But this one I'm going to leave out because I want to do that frog and have it out for spring, I think. Let's see. And this has got to be also 1981. Yes, also 1981 with the hand-drawn charts. Very cool. Next is Wildflower Afternoon by Dagmara, maybe? And it is just this one pattern, wishing you butterfly mornings and wildflower afternoons. How sweet is that saying? Oh, I just love it. And that's all it is. I think it looks super cute. All the ways they finished it here, both framed as a pillow with this mirror. Very cute. I'm going to leave this out. I'm looking for some spring stitches, and this is a maybe for me. Next is Cross Stitch Many Mini Designs, 32 cross stitch designs by Sherry Early. I can read, I swear. So these are all smalls, and I just love smalls. I'm obsessed with smalls. I think this Valentine one is super cute. I love the tea one. Let's see, there's some fruit, get well with a water bag, a bus. On the back here, there's a clown, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess an umbrella, a cupcake, like very cute. So I'm going to leave it out right now for this Valentine because that's a potential for me to stitch. These small ones, I feel like I could stitch a few of them in a few nights, and that would be fun. Another smalls is Cross Stitch Magnets by Ann Evans, and the rest of it is all charts, so I can't really open it, but it's essentially just these little smalls, which are super tiny and meant to be finished as magnets, which is very cool. I love the teapot, the ladybug. What's this say? Work of art. So cute. And then things like Bless This House. Oh my gosh. The pig and Oink and then Think Thin. Like those are so... They're of a time. I'll say that. They're of a particular time. They're very cute though. All right, so this is from 1982, is Cross Stitch Magnets. Next up is Many Messages by Daphne, and this is designed by Gloria and Pat again. Leaflet number 5, and this has a lot of smalls to put on top of mason jars, as well as some larger sentimental things. I saved this one because one of the patterns in this book is a mason jar topper that says, "Grandpa, you're terrific." And I didn't get this pattern from my mom. This was one that I got from the Goodwill stack of 29. But I have a finished cross stitch my mom did when she was a little girl, and it is a jar, and she did this "Grandpa, you're terrific," and put it on the lid of the mason jar. And I have it somewhere in storage. I have to pull it out. But the fact that I then found this pattern and I right away was like, oh my gosh, I have a finish for that. That's my mom did this one, was just really cool. And so I saved it specifically for that reason, not really because I'm looking to stitch any of these. Next up is a Leisure Arts booklet. This is just fingertips, and it is all fingertip towel patterns. I do not have any of these towels. I'm pretty sure DMC used to put them out, but I love these tulips. I can't, they're so pretty. I want to stitch them into something. And I was thinking maybe a bookmark, like depending on the size of the count of fabric you stitch these on. I feel like some of these would make great bookmarks, like the tulips and pretty much all the floral designs. I also thought this butterfly was super cute. So this one's from 1986. Super cute. I'm going to keep this out for these tulips again because I'm trying to find some spring patterns to stitch. Next up, and still from that stack of Goodwill patterns, is a cross-eyed cricket, the Cricket Collection number 6, and this is candle screens. And it comes with 4 different candle screen patterns, which obviously you could frame them or finish them as pillows, but they're super hard to see on here. Okay. I'm pulling them up so you can hopefully see them a little better. But there is this one that says like, "Welcome to your house." There's a Halloween one. There's this one, which is the same as this. It's this goose with a wreath around its neck. And then this is a Thanksgiving pattern with like a church and pumpkin patch. So those are pretty cute. I don't think I'll stitch any of them this year, but in the future, I definitely could see myself doing the Halloween pattern as well as the Christmas goose. This one is another just single pattern. This is leaflet number 62 from Country Crafts by Pat Waters, and it's called "A Mother." And it's just a quote: "A mother is someone you cherish because of the rich love her heart conveys." And as a mom, I thought it was sweet, so I kept this one. And I don't know if I'll stitch it. This might be one I hang on to for just a little bit longer, and then like eventually some of these, if I don't stitch from them after a couple years, I probably will pass on. Let's see. This is a hand-drawn chart, and it is from 1980. All right, we got only 2 more from this Goodwill stack. We're getting through it. So next is Cross Stitch Treasures, another by Barbara and Cheryl design. This is book number 4, and this one just has kind of like some country stuff. Well, kind of country mixed with some 90s things. There's like a smiley face and a smile and love and a gumball machine. It's very interesting. Home Sweet Country Home, written in bubble font. And then there's these more like Old West stuff, like this little Western town and I don't even know, a washboard. Here's a country thing. This booklet is another one that's like super thick. There's lots of patterns in it. And to me, some of them seem kind of random. But yeah, so they have like this Wild West, Old West town, some sweet quotes and things. A lot of, again, smile, hi. Like these have very like 70s groovy, but also 90s. Like, I don't know, imagery to me. There's a cute little sewing small that has like a needle and thread and a pincushion. And then the reason I kept this book, and I definitely want to do this at some point, are these birds. These like funky little chicks. They're so cute. So this is from 1980. Okay, so I kept saying 90s, but 1980, this is clearly some 70s stuff coming through here with the smile and stuff. But very cute. I love these chicks. I'm going to keep it out for now and think about those chicks. And then the last one from that stack is Cross Stitch Christmas Collection by Linda Dennis. And this has 30 projects or over 30 projects for a festive collection of Christmas designs. So this has a lot of smalls. All these books have nice smalls that you can easily turn into cards or ornaments. This is another really thick book. And, oh good. Inside there's some pictures of other things. So some candles and bells, little ornaments. They give you some information on like finishing. And then the rest I'm pretty sure are all patterns. Here, I'll flip through and try to find some of the pictures for you. This is cute on top of an apron. I like that idea. Adding cross stitch to an apron. Here's some cute pillow finishes they did. They have an alphabet somewhere in the book. Some more smalls. Here's some more things they did with the alphabet. Welcome, joy, Noel. This is cute, a cute finish, like on the ribbon. Let's see what else. And these are more hand-drawn patterns, so I'll get a year for you in a minute. Is there any more pictures? Just the back. Super cute. All right, and then this book is from 1981 for this one. Very cute. I feel like I have enough Christmas stuff, so I'm not going to keep that out for this year, but that is definitely a future stitch for me. And then I can't believe it, but we are finally to the bottom of the bin. And the last thing I have in here is this book. And this was a book I got from my library book sale. They do a monthly book sale at my library. All the funds go to, back to the library. And the prices are just dirt cheap. It's so amazing. I think this book was $2 because it was a hardcover book. And it is called A Victorian Floral Alphabet. They have a flower for each letter of the alphabet, and they show a pattern for like traditional like embroidery and then a cross stitch pattern of that flower. And it is just such an amazing book. Let me see. I'm going to try to show you some of the stuff without showing too many patterns. Let's see. This book is from 1997 is the year on this one. And it goes through the alphabet and has so many cute things. So like, here's the introduction, some more examples. There's a cross stitch, 2 cross stitch ones. There's some more pictures of a mix of embroidery and cross stitch. In addition to all of the flowers and plants, the back of the book also has an alphabet, which is really nice. So you can mix together the flowers with words or initials or whatever. But you can see like bluebell, Here's a pretty daffodil. Let's cover that. Some more cute finishes. That is a really cool book. And if that's something you'd be interested in a full flip through, I'm happy to do that. All the patterns are by Sue Hawkins. And again, this is a Victorian floral alphabet and from did I say 97? I think I said 97. Yep. And that is the last thing in the bin. We made it through. So just thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you had fun just flipping through these patterns and seeing what kind of stuff I have been collecting. I have quite a stack, like quite a stack of things I set aside to potentially stitch this year. So definitely, if you're interested in seeing where some of these projects go, consider subscribing. I post regular Flosstube updates of my stitching. I also do extras like this video, and I do a lot of other crafting on my channel. I love paper planning, using stickers, washi tape, basically anything I'm doing in my craft room, I put on here. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you are well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.